When John Lennon was a young boy in school, his teacher asked him for an assignment, a class assignment, homework. What do you want to be when you grow up? I'm sure many of the students in John Lennon's class probably said doctor, lawyer, dentist. Could be anything. Maybe something that their father's doing. Psychologist, actor, ballerina, nurse, teacher. But John Lennon, he didn't say musician, ironically. He didn't say any of those things, any of those careers. What he answered was, when I grow up, I want to be happy. Now, the teachers took a look at that and they said, he totally doesn't understand the assignment, obviously, right? And they told him such. And he said, no, to the teachers. You don't understand. Wow, that packs a wallop, right? Very philosophical, extremely intelligent at such a young age. Brilliant, in fact, brilliant. Okay, so we all want to be happy when we grow up. So what does it mean to be happy? How can we catch that elusive butterfly happiness with our hand? How can we grab a hold of that brass ring? Well, to many of us, happiness means different things, right? The quintessential happiness, the American dream, so to speak, is to be married, happily married with 2.5 kids. I don't know what the 0.5 means. 2 to 3 kids, okay? Have that house and the white picket fence. There you go. Now you're happy, right? Not so much. Other people, happiness means a successful career, financial security. That means happiness. To some countries, like in Haiti, happiness might mean, gee, you've taken, you've bathed in clean water and ate something that day. Just that, just a basic, your basic needs being met, like bathing in clean water, eating something. So you see how vast on the spectrum happiness can be? Happiness is very elusive, let me tell you, because once you obtain what you think will make you happy, then all of a sudden, once you get it, you achieved it, right? Whether it's financial security or that house with the picket fence and the 2.5 kids, or you've landed that great job, or you just got your book published, or you landed that role on TV and now you're famous, rich and famous. Maybe you bought that sports car. I don't know. Whatever it is. I don't know. Whatever it is that you think, if I just had that, man, I would be one happy camper. Well, let me tell you, it does not work that way, okay? I'm 58 years old. There's plenty of things in my life I thought would make me happy, like finding that one true man, okay? Gosh, all my friends are married and, have kids and houses, and here I am going on Tinder and Match.com and meeting one bozo and jerk after another. If I just had the perfect Prince Charming, or if you're a guy, if I just met that one special lady, man, I'd be all set. I'd be happy. I'm telling you right now, none of those things, none of, even financial security, okay? Because you can say, well, someone else doesn't make you happy, right? But if I had financial security, I would be happy because then I wouldn't rely on a man. I'd just be relying on myself. And that would make me happy. Guarantee it. Nope. Nope. Because you know why? You can have all the financial security in the world. You can have millions in the bank. Don't need anybody. You're independent, can take care of yourself, but who are you going to share your life with? Who are you going to share it with? You know? If you have no one in life to share that with, guarantee, doesn't matter how rich and famous you are, you're not going to be happy. Now, I'm not telling you you need someone to be happy, but happiness has to come from within. But you do need people in your life to share your life with. Okay? No man is an island. Okay? Don't ever think that you can say you're alone. That's fine. You need your alone time. That's great. You're financially independent I meant. That's awesome. But you need to have friends. You need to have someone. You can't just, what good is having wealth if you can't share it with? What good is, think about when something great happened to you. Exciting, even. Maybe you published a book. But if you don't have someone to call and say, hey, guess what? I got my book published. Or I landed that job. Or guess what? I'm pregnant at 40 for the first time. Or whatever it is. If you don't have another person to reach out and share that good news with, and you just have yourself to, there's really something that kind of like a wet blanket on it. There's no one to share it with, because happiness should be shared. Like love. Love is meant to be shared. So then what do we do? If we don't strive for something, and I'm not telling you don't strive to do better in your life. Don't strive for financial freedom. Don't strive to buy a house, whether you're single or whatnot. I'm not telling you to stop striving for these things. I'm just telling you that these things per se will not make you happy in the long run. In the short term, sure, in the short term, but not in the long term. So then, how does one find happiness if you get all these things that you say will make you happy, you finally achieve them, and then you're on to your next thing. You see, it's a vicious cycle, like a drug. Okay, I got the high, now I need another drug because I'm not feeling as high anymore, and then pretty soon you're out of luck or you're dead from overdosing. Can one overdose on life? You achieve happiness internally, okay? I find how I achieve happiness, and I always like to, get it back to me, because this is my channel, and I'm going to share my personal take on things, okay? So how I find happiness is by feeling useful, okay? Feeling useful makes me feel happy. Now, anyone can feel useful. If you have a good job that's fulfilling, you can feel useful. And I find that feeling useful is the key to real happiness. If you wake up every day and you have a purpose in your life, the chances are much higher you're going to be happy. Now, you don't have to have the house, the kids, the great lover, the successful career. You don't have to have any of those things to find happiness. To find happiness, to me, is you have to feel useful. Well, you could say, well, how do I feel useful? Well, you might be a stay-at-home mom and feel like, you're school teaching your children, or you're raising bright, intelligent adult children to grow up to be adults. Or you might have a job It doesn't have to be a VP or anything big money, executive, CEO or anything. You might be a nurse or a teacher and feel like, every day when I go to work, I'm helping people. I'm a nurse, I'm helping people get better. I'm a teacher, I'm opening up young minds. I'm a YouTuber. I'm talking about subjects that are hard to talk about. And I'm getting other people to see that they're not alone in life, that we all feel these feelings. We're all more connected than we really realize in this universe. But I feel useful when I do my YouTube videos. I feel useful when I write my poetry. I feel useful when I write my LinkedIn newsletter about unethical psychologists, so I can warn other people the signs of an unethical psychologist, so when they're in therapy and they start seeing these things that I told them about, a light bulb might go off, and maybe, they won't have to suffer like I did, that I didn't know any of these things beforehand. So this is how I feel useful. Anyone could feel useful. Maybe a farmer feels useful, farming his land, you know, um, growing vegetables that feed people, you know. Maybe that's how he feels useful when he gets up at 4 or 5 in the morning. And, it's all an individual thing. It's different for each and every one of us, how we feel useful. But I'm telling you, when you wake up in the morning and you've got something to do that gives you purpose, that makes you feel useful, you'll be happy. So go and find that thing. And it could be anything. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe working on a painting. What do you feel passionate about? What makes you feel, like you're accomplishing something, It's unique to each and every one of us. So I hope that you find happiness in your life doing something that's useful. Have a great day.